Shit, is this set to private or unlisted? Audio? I can't tell if this is set. I forgot to check to see if this is public or not. Oh, I see people. What's up, guys? Blaine, Joshua, Sam. What's up, guys? Can y'all hear me? I'm trying to use this mic. I'm not sure if anybody can hear me. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and walk way over there, and then I want to see if y'all can still hear me. So 1 second. Audio. Audio, 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 audio. Audio, 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 audio. Audio, audio, audio. Checking 1, 2, 3. Ball sack, diarrhea, coochie. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry for that last one. Diarrhea, audio, audio, audio. Poopy butthole, diarrhea, buttholes. Sorry, I'm being super immature right now. Okay. Could y'all hear that? Could everyone hear me while I was walking away? Clear the whole time? That's sick. These mics are awesome. Yeah, I got these mics for Christmas, and they're like really good wireless mics that you can use for like iPhone and Android, and they plug right into your phone and they work fantastically. And so, what's up, Spiritual? Yeah, Spiritual, usually I go live on Twitch and or my gaming channel, but I just was feeling lonely today and bored, so I'm on here today just to see what's going on with everybody, and I just wanted to talk and not feel so lonely. If anybody can relate to that. You're down in Houston, Josh? That's pretty sick. I don't think I've actually ever been to Houston. Well, I did when I was little, but I don't know if that counts or not. Not on my own time, at least. I'm glad that the mics are working good. Where am I today? That's funny you ask. I was about to ask everybody else if they could, just from the background, if they could tell where I'm at right now. Let me see if I can adjust the camera better. I just love this beautiful background here. Yeah. Dang, everybody's London? Shoot, I wish. That'd be sick. We're only 3 hours away from each other? Oh, that's pretty sick. Yep, 3 hours from here to Dallas and basically 3 hours from here to Houston. Take your pick, and or just stay in the middle like me. Hello from Montana? Is that what that said? Let's put the mic here so I don't have to hold it, I guess. You need to be in Japan? I know. It's just money, man. I wish. How's everybody's day going? Yes, Austin. In case anyone was wondering. I actually got back yesterday. I mean, for anyone who's wondering, from if anyone watched the last video, which is pretty emotional video, but basically as soon as I filmed that, I got bored in Dallas, and yesterday I drove here, and there was a ton of traffic, and it was brutal. It took me like 4 hours to get back to Austin. I just didn't know where to go, and so Flagstaff, Arizona, nice. When you make it to Japan, you're gonna love it. Oh, I know I'm gonna love it. I mean, I've basically, in my head and in my brain and stuff like that, I've basically been living there for like a year already. I mean, I've watched videos of what it looks like to get off the plane and enter. I know how to which like terminals to go to depending on which plane you take. I know like what areas to get a Squeaka card. I basically have my whole entire trip planned out. It's just having the money to do it, you know. Ever gonna go back to Cali? I have no desire to go back to California. I don't really see the point. I thought about it. I thought about it recently, you know, either going to California, Florida, or just coming back here. But I don't know. California is just, number one, it's on fire, literally. And number two, I just feel like it's on fire mentally as well. I just feel like there's so much evil in that state. And I mean that from a perspective of it's like very Hollywood and stuff. And you know, the mountains and the beach is cool for like a week, and then everything starts to set in, and you know, the whole entire time I was there in California, I made like a ton of friends, but I think there were only about 2, maybe 3 people that I stayed connected with, because everybody else was fake. A lot of people, it's just how it is in California, at least Los Angeles. There's just a bunch of fake people, and they just want to collab with you. They just want to use you. That's what I learned from going to California, and I didn't like that. I didn't want to be a part of that anymore, and so that's part of the reason why I left. I also don't really like the politics in California either. Yeah, Narita, place to land in Tokyo. Yeah, I hear there's like 2 different big planes that people usually take. One is for like kind of like a more luxurious trip to Japan, and then there's like another one that might be Narita. I'm not really sure, but there's another plane where it's like, it may not be as good, but it gets you from point A to point B, and it can be really cheap. But Macedonia, what's up? Mitko. As a missionary, I've tried. I've already done a whole bunch of information and looked up a bunch of different churches. No one's like reached back out to me or anything. I wouldn't mind doing that, you know? I mean, that would kind of alleviate me from, well, what it would do is like I'd have to focus on that. I wouldn't be able to spend the time that I want to in Japan like I would want to. I'd have other concerning matters, you know what I mean? Not that God isn't a good reason, you know, to go there. Obviously, Japan needs God, you know, but I'd like to go there on my own terms, you know what I mean, and not have to, you know what I mean? I don't want anything to bog me down or that takes up too much of my time. I want to be able to go there and do what I want to do, you know what I mean? Etienne Balanger. What's up? How are you? It's a sign from life that I follow in my live stream right now. I hope you're well. I don't really know what that means, though. I hope that's a good sign for you. Not at all, Girk. Girk, I don't see any point in going back to California. People say it's the land of opportunity. I don't really see it that way anymore. Most of the opportunity is here in Austin, honestly. A lot of the people in California moved here. A lot of the smart people, I feel like, moved here. You know, we've got Joe here, we've got Elon here, all the comedians are here. Everybody that saw how corrupt California was becoming basically said, I don't want to be a part of that anymore, and they moved back here. Or they decided to move here, you know what I mean? I mean, Mr. Beast, the biggest channel on YouTube. He lives in North Carolina where there isn't shit to do. California isn't like special, you know what I mean? I take that back. California is very special. But from a perspective of like just trying to make it and have collabs and stuff, it's not necessary. That's what I mean to say. And plus, there's plenty of people here, you know? And I'm not big on collabs anyways, you know? I just like chilling with my friends and stuff like that. You know? Man, I can't even keep up with all of the chat. Will I be homeless in Japan? I don't know, maybe. It depends. If I do the whole like school route, I mean, that would obviously cost a lot of money, but the school would actually provide living, whether it's apartment or a shared apartment or something like that. But if I go there, I mean, I've had several different ideas just to take a trip, like a week or two trip out there, you know what I mean? And then I could just find hostels or places to stay in the midst of that. So, I don't know if I'd say homeless. But it would be fun. It would be a fun idea to go out there and just essentially be homeless and then have to find different places to stay like every night. It's not a bad idea. Didn't I have the most success in Los Angeles? Yes, but I was also the most miserable there. For a year straight, I was basically miserable. Everyone only sees the 10 minutes that I put out into the world in my videos. They don't see the remaining, basically 23 hours of the day. You know what I mean? And people take that information from the 10 minutes that they see, and they don't assume anything else. You know what I mean? I was pretty miserable in California. I was very lonely. It's hard to do car life. It's incredibly hard to do car life out there. It's not safe. Every single night that I'd hear people screaming, or literally one time a wreck happened a block away from me and a chick burned alive inside of a car. I mean, this kind of stuff was happening every single day to me, and it was just, California became miserable. It was just, oh man, I could go on and on about how much I just don't like California, but I don't know. You just got to weigh out the pros and cons. A lot of people dream about California, and I think that it's a place that you go to visit, not a place that you go to live, you know. Go experience Venice Beach, go experience, you know, all the cliffs and the hiking and the mountains, go experience the good weather. But I personally would not recommend living there. You know what I mean? That's my take. Yeah, Los Angeles is also expensive. Lots of homeless people. Yep, I was one of them. If I want to do it cheap in Japan, do the capsule hotels. I've seen a lot of videos about those. Those look sick. I would not mind that at all. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing right now anyways. I'm basically living in a capsule on wheels. Have I looked into staying with the host family? I haven't, but I'm not opposed to it. I think that could be a cool idea. What the hell? That was weird. I accidentally clicked someone else's live stream and the audio started playing from it. I'm trying to get in a more relaxing spot. I can't keep up with y'all's chats. Yeah, host family, car van life, YouTube channel, a good channel, space to be in. I'm sick of it. I don't want to be in this. I don't want to be in this category anymore. I never wanted to be in this category. It just happened the way it did. I love you too, Meet Cole. Europe. I haven't done much research on Europe. If someone gives me a couple grand right now, I'll go. Etienne Belanger, I can't pronounce your name, but I wish you the best of luck with everything. Take it one day at a time, brother. Joshua, it's Gavin Newsom. Yeah, that too. Sean with the $10. Dude, thank you so much. I'm going to heart that. Can I heart it? Yeah, I did. It's great to see you too, Sean. If I'm planning to go to other countries, may I suggest Revolut card? Then you can DD pet sit and get, no, screw the gig apps. I don't want to be a part of that ever again. Screw the gig stuff. I'm not doing that. I did it for 7 or 8 years. I'm sick of it. It's not worth it anyways. People just continue to waste their money doing gig work. I mean, unless you can legitimately make a business out of it, then I'd say go ahead. But, you know, I ain't trying to do that the rest of my life. I'm not trying to make a business out of misery, so screw the gig stuff. I'm not doing that. I'd rather find an actual real job than do that. But I don't know what a Revolut card is. I'll have to look into that, Sean. I'll also have to look into how I can keep this tripod still. I'm convinced that the only people that are still working gig economy jobs are people that are just lazy. People that are willing to only make $6 in 3 hours. And I'm talking to myself here. I'm no better than anybody else, you know? Let's keep it real, you know what I mean? Hello from New Mexico. What's up, New Mexico? I loved y'all. I loved going to see all the Breaking Bad stuff out there. Hi from Utah. What's up, sissy? Yeah, I feel you there, Josh, with the whole gun thing. How much is a round trip flight? I'm not sure about round trip, but I actually was looking at prices of tickets to Japan. And the smart thing to do for me to do is actually get a flight, a cheap like Spirit flight to Los Angeles, and then fly from Los Angeles straight to Japan. And that would actually be cheaper than the alternative. And so, I mean, I found like a month out, or like 2 months out from right now, I found a flight that's like $50 from like here to Los Angeles, which is dirt cheap. And then you can, I mean, it really depends on what kind of flight you want. And so it's like, you could get a cheap like $500 flight from like Los Angeles to Japan, but it might take you freaking 24 hours to get there. You might have multiple stops. You might not get like food on the plane and stuff. And then, you know, obviously as the price goes up, it gets a little bit more luxurious. And so there's flights from like Los Angeles to Japan that are freaking like only like 11-hour flights, and then there's no stops and you get fed. And so it really just comes down to how much are you willing to spend. But I mean, man, if you've got like a solid $1,000 in your pocket, you could easily get there, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, just getting there is, if you've got the money, it's not too terribly difficult. You know, all you need is your passport and stuff. So Aspen for skiing is a great company that provides housing. Man, I don't feel like skiing. I don't even know how to ski. I like snowboarding, and I don't want to go to Colorado. So, I mean, it's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. That's not really anything I'm interested in. Thank you, Johnny. Buklao, how's it going, brother? I'm okay. I'm just taking it one day at a time right now. Literally got $200 in my wallet right now, and all my bills are paid this month, but I got to start worrying about next month. So now that I'm in Austin, you know, I might as well just try and figure things out here in Austin. It's like the best city in the country right now anyways, so I might as well stay here for now until I can figure out where to go or how to get to Japan, you know. And so I don't know, I'm sick of the 9 to 5, you know, and so it's tough for me to try and look for jobs that I know are going to be shit and that I'll probably quit within 2 weeks. It's hard for me to be motivated to go out and look for jobs like that. But another part of me feels like I don't have a choice but to do that, you know. And so I'm pretty depressed about that. I just, you know, obviously, like in my last video, I just wish I could find something a little bit more entrepreneurial or online that I could figure out and do. And so basically I've just been doing a whole bunch of research on what I can do to figure out something more online or something more entrepreneurial. So man, I really can't keep up with chat. Stay clear of Phoenix. I'll keep that in mind. What's up, Anthony? How are you? I've got a friend in Los Angeles. She has 4 jobs just to make ends meet. That's ridiculous. Tell her to get out of there and move to Austin. Yeah, I've heard good things about Thailand, Anthony. I hear it's cheap, so I wouldn't mind visiting there. Obviously, you know, my priority is Japan, but, you know, in the future, I would not mind that. Robert, you moved in with your girlfriend and moved into her home. Man, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to get on your level, dude. How much money have I saved? I don't have any money, dude. What are you talking about? I'm broke as hell. How much money have I saved? I take it day by day. I'm just living paycheck to paycheck right now, man. The last time I ever had a decent amount of money was after I made a couple of viral videos. But I reinvested the money back into a nice laptop to be able to make better videos. And then also the Prius. So without those videos going viral, I would have never gotten the Prius, and I never would have gotten a better computer to make more videos. Thank you, West by Northwest. Yeah, it's really cool to have a passport now. Go to Thailand and make some videos about how affordable. No, man, I want to go to Japan. Why you keep bringing up Thailand, brother? I'm going to Japan. I got to figure out a way to get to Japan. Buckle out, yeah, and man, we're in the same situation. Just pray, man, and take it one day at a time. I'm sure we're going to get through this, man. That's what I keep telling myself anyways. What's up, Randy? The comeback's bigger than the setback? Man, I sure hope so, Castle. I'm praying so. Thank you, Adventures with Me. DoorDash pays terrible. Finally, someone who gets it. Someone who understands. I still have so many people telling me to go do gig economy again, and I'm just like, why would I do that? That's ridiculous. Never go to the Philippines. I don't want you to be in trouble. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'll keep that in mind. Am I still gaming? Yeah, I just got done gaming, actually. I went to, it's actually pretty hot outside. It's like probably 70 or 80. I mean, it actually feels beautiful, but when you're in your car in a confined space and your car is black, it gets really hot inside of there. And so I go to parking garages or shaded areas to stay a little cooler. And I did that earlier and was playing Valo for a little bit. What's up, guys? The dogs want to play fetch, it looks like. A courier in Japan. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what that word means. Courier. Have I thought about being a truck driver? Absolutely not. I don't like driving anything bigger than a pickup truck. I get that comment all the time too. Absolutely not. I don't want to drive truck. I can take a boat to Japan. That could be sick. Yeah, as soon as I pay off the car, it'll make life a lot easier. I feel you. It's just actually doing it, you know. I'm still pretty far off from doing that. I don't blame you for not wanting to work the shit jobs. Thank you. Sup gang, what's up Flat Smack? That's a cool name. Peter Sentinel, he just goes to different places and meets people there and learns about their lifestyle and learns about the area. Yeah, I'm down. If I can do it in Japan. Why Japan? I've always been fascinated by it since I was a kid, and I'm studying the language. And the food, the culture, anime. There's a lot of people going out there right now as far as other, a lot of streamers, a lot of YouTubers are going there. I mean, it's just the shit. That's why I want to go. You want to go to Japan but don't want to work. I don't really know what you mean by that. I'm never not working. I'm working right now, brother. And I've been talking about trying to find like something online or entrepreneurial, so I don't know what you mean by that. J Media, what's going on? How was car life in LA in general? It was the hardest place I've ever done, and I wouldn't recommend it. Work on doing a video on YouTube a day? You're out of your mind. It's hard enough to even do a week. Like, I'm a vlogger, and what people don't understand is that you have to have like things to do in order to make a video, you know? And since I'm like, obviously, like if I'm working a 9 to 5, like I'm not just gonna make vlogs about me working at a grocery store, but people seem to think that I can make a vlog within a week. You know what I mean? By doing all, like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't understand why people think like that. Amsterdam. Nobody speaks English in Japan? That's a lie. There's a lot of people that do. And plus, I'm learning Japanese right now. I'll be fine. Once your Prius is paid off, what other bills do you have? I'd have to look at them. But I mean, it takes up like at least half my bills, just the car alone. So it'll definitely help once it's paid off. Japan is actually super cheap right now compared to the American dollar. Hello from Pennsylvania. What's up, Michelle? What's up, Michael? Sober in Boston. Congratulations. That's awesome, man. Hello from Ohio. What's up, TJ? Your son was stationed in Japan for 3 years and he loved it? That's awesome. I hope he has a safe return. Cobras, thank you for the $2, man. Go to Japan? I'm trying, man. New me? Yeah, plenty of opportunity in Japan. Yeah, Nomad San, Nomad Push. There's a bunch of amazing YouTubers out there. Oh yeah, the guy from Cool Kicks. I know who you're talking about. I love those videos. Very nichey though. That's a very niche thing. You know what to expect every time you post a video, you know? Oceans, when am I coming back to LA? Does someone want to answer that question for him? Why was LA the hardest? What's up with all these Los Angeles questions? There's another guy with 1 million subs that works at a gas station. Oh, I saw that guy. Yeah, he went viral just from like, are you talking about the 7-Eleven guy? That guy's awesome. Yeah, that dude's super cool. I'm happy that he had some success, you know? Oceans, near Barton Springs? Yes, sir. Zilker Park. J Media, yeah, let's go get some sushi. I'm down. Or some onigiri, or takoyaki, or yakitori, or literally anything. I feel you, Josh. I think the reason I'm overthinking is literally just because I don't have the money, you know? I mean, so I don't really know what you mean by that, you know? I mean, it's not really overthinking. The reality is I need the money to be able to go. And that stresses me out, you know what I mean? I mean, I am definitely blessed. I see what you mean. Like, I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. I don't have a dog. I don't have a mortgage. I'm definitely blessed. I see what you mean. But at the same time, that doesn't make me any less stressed. That doesn't make me any less depressed. You know what I mean? Like, I still got to figure these things out. So, what's on my bucket list for Japan? I wish I could just show you my list. It's very big. But at the end of the day, it's just to experience it, to walk around, to converse with people. It's more of like a culture and change of scenery more than anything else, you know what I mean? Thank you, Ashton. I appreciate that. Thank you, Fez. I really do appreciate that. I'm trying. I do. I still definitely feel like I bitch a lot and complain, but I'm trying to stay optimistic and just trust God. You know what I mean? Bartending tables. A part of me feels too stupid to do that. I've served at like 2 different restaurants, and anything over 2 tables and my mind would get scrambled, and I'd start bringing people orange juice that asked for tequila and stuff like I'd get people's orders wrong, and then I'd get pissed off and I'd start throwing plates around. That only happened one time, but that's a true story. But yeah, I mean, even with that said, I'd still maybe consider it. Might not have a choice at this point. Yeah, Gurk, you're probably right. I mean, I know you're right. You're definitely right. It's just I've talked about it so many times, people should know by now, you know what I mean? I've talked about California for over like almost 2 years now, and it's definitely, it can be frustrating when people ask the same questions over and over and over. Because I feel like a lot of the California people, they watch those videos and then stopped, and then I'll go live like a year later and they'll wonder what's up and ask questions about California, and I'm just like, why haven't you kept up? You know the answer to these questions if you would have just kept watching the videos, or stuff like that. And so that's why it's just a little bit frustrating. Have I ever stayed by mountains and creeks? Just like in general? Definitely. I sleep by a creek here in Austin. I slept by mountains in Colorado. Slept by mountains in California. Yeah, for sure. Colorado is great. I honestly don't have much bad things to say about Colorado. Sayla Brooke, create more content. I wish I could. I don't know what to film anymore, honestly. Like, I don't know what to film. And plus, you got to find the time to film anyways. Like, if I'm having to work all these shitty jobs, I don't have time to go out and film. You know what I mean? If I'm working a 9 to 5, I can't take 2 days to go and travel somewhere to make a video somewhere because it'll take me 2 days to get back. Oops, you're fired. Got to find another job now. It's not that simple, you know what I mean? Kyoto was very busy. Wish I stayed longer in Hiroshima. Thrive, that's awesome, man. I'm happy you got to go out there and experience it. I've heard Adderall and meth produce the same exact high. Not true. Not at all. What's the difference? One just feels more like... Adderall is more medical, I guess. You know what I mean? It's just like a pill anyone could find, or... it's kind of like, it's just a ADHD type of medication that, it affects people differently, honestly. Some people become more calm on it, and some people get tweak out on it. That's what, my genes, I guess, produced, was just tweaking out on it. But meth is 10 times more than Adderall. And even, I say it's 10 times more than Adderall, it's also just a completely different feeling, honestly. Maybe they're similar in that both of them release a lot of dopamine, but meth is just on another level that makes you feel completely different than Adderall. Facebook content? I don't know. I've thought about it. That's one thing I wish I would have done early on, is like, instead of just posting on YouTube, posting the videos like on every platform too, you know? But I just feel like Facebook is so outdated now. I just feel like the only people who use Facebook are people that are over 40 years old. Osaka was your favorite. Disney's boat ride. That sounds fun. What's up, Burton? Yeah, 200, 400 bucks a day would be nice. I ain't doing no mukbangs. I'll leave that one up to you, brother. You can do the mukbangs. I ain't doing no mukbangs. I take care of myself and my eating and stuff like that because I have to run. Like, I'll probably run after this live stream. I can't have like $40 worth of McDonald's in my stomach before going for a run. I gotta take care of myself, man. Workout running videos, that niche is so oversaturated. And to be completely honest with you, like, I just enjoy doing it. I'm not necessarily good at it. I couldn't make videos about it, you know what I mean? I just enjoy doing it. It's just like me playing video games, playing Valorant. I'm an absolute ass at that game. I suck at it. And so I would never make videos about it. Unless it's like one video talking about, like, it's just 10 minutes of absolute ass content. It's just like purposely making a video about how bad I am at the video game, you know what I mean? And maybe that's a bad, like, example, because I'm not terrible at running. But I'm not at a point where I'm in a position to give anyone else advice about it and stuff like that, if that makes sense. Holy crap, what's up, German in Venice? It's been a while, man. Hi from Vegas? Oh yeah, no, I know you're in Vegas. I've been seeing the videos, brother. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Don't let it stop you. Got stressed out and walked out of a job. Oh yeah, I just read that one too. $400 a day. Austin's booming. Man, help me find one of those jobs. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'll hop right on top of that. Yeah, Hogo69, I'm right there with you, brother. I feel for you. I'm right there with you. Thrive, you met random travelers in Japan and made new friends. That's what I'm hoping will happen for me too. I mean, and there's exchange students, there's people just traveling, there's all different kinds of people to meet there. Obviously, there's other YouTubers, there's other streamers. I'm not concerned about that part, you know? Emmett, you were just at the park? That's crazy. Small world, right? Swayze, what's going on, brother? Hope you're having a good day, brother. Swayze, what you cooking tonight, by the way? What's up, Arson? Allergies or rough day? It's allergies. And I'm just now getting over a sickness. Thank you for asking. Would I ever consider a cruise line or an airplane? I don't know about that, because I hear those types of people, like, it's not just like work and then go home type of work. It's more like you're on for like a month straight and then you get a long break after that. But I've heard a lot of people talking about that. I actually used to work with someone at Juiceland that was trying to get into that field of working on a boat and like being a chef or something. And it sounded really cool. It sounded interesting. And it sounded like he would make good money doing it too. But I can't see myself doing that. You know what I mean? What would be nice is just to have a really cool chick to settle down with and watch anime and eat popcorn or something, you know what I mean? Jake, that's not a job. Okay, sorry. Well, I mean, okay, well, what else would be cool then? I don't know. I guess I'm just daydreaming right now, I'm sorry. Am I back in Texas? My brother. I've been back in Texas for years. Can't stop thinking about me doing mukbangs. The mukbangs ain't happening, okay? Not happening. If you want to send me $1,000 right now, I'll go buy whatever you want me to and eat it. Other than that, I ain't doing no mukbang, okay? Let me pay up before you see something like that, okay? Make it worth my while. El Cuento, good to see you. Film yourself eating lunch. We saw you eating Domino's. What is everyone's fascination with me eating food? Does that turn y'all on? Does it turn you on to see me putting things in my mouth? I wonder if the guy behind me heard me say that. It's embarrassing. What's up, Daniel? Hello. You're fine. Homemade Chipotle bowls? That actually sounds fire. Obviously, I don't have any cooking equipment, though. Would I coach or advise doing my editing? I'm not opposed to it. But there's just so many other people out there that are way better than I am. I know how to edit, like, vlogs, you know what I mean? Like, there are literal 13-year-olds out there right now that have really good, like, animations and text and all this other stuff. I don't bother with any of that because it's not important to me. I just like to film raw, either what I'm saying or raw grass, like raw, you know, frame of this, put it all together, put some music over it, maybe do a little bit of color grading, and that's it. I don't give a crap about it being absolutely stunning and beautiful. I think it's a waste of time to do that unless you're like a freaking movie producer or something, you know what I mean? But I'm not about that life. I'm like, as soon as I get done filming a video that could take me anywhere from 1 hour to freaking 3 weeks, literally, y'all know that sometimes it takes me 3 weeks to make one video. I will, as quickly as possible, just shove all that crap together in Final Cut and then just poop it out into the whole entire world. And that's just how I've always operated, you know what I mean? I don't take my time, you know? Like, I like to hurry up with my edits. Filming is the hard part for me, is, you know, just remembering to film, you know, taking the time to film. It can be a pain in the ass. I wish I had a team, honestly. If I had like one person working with me, it would change my whole entire life. You know, if I could make enough money to hire someone to help me and do some of the work for me, it would completely change my life. What's up, Daniel? RP, you are young. Yeah, I wish I'd take advantage of that. Or at least I'm trying to. What's up, John Bloomer? I gotta grind until I'm 50 plus. Man, I'm trying. Just everything I'm doing feels like it's not working. If I move to Japan and find a Japanese boo, would I move to Japan for her? Absolutely 100% easy. not even a question. I would do that tomorrow. I mean, I would do that yesterday. Screw tomorrow. Fez donated to you for the Japan fund on Venmo. Thank you, Fez. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, speaking of that, Fez, I do need to put something together, you know what I mean? Like a more legitimate thing that people can donate to where people can actually see like how much we're raising for that. I think that could be a really cool idea. But at the same time, I also want to be able to add value. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? I want to be able to add value to people too. I don't want people just to give me money, you know what I mean? And I mean, part of that is obviously me making videos, making entertainment, making videos that hopefully help people. That's obviously worth donating to. I could see that. But the problem is that I'm not doing it enough, obviously. And then I want to be able to find other ways to contribute to the world and help people, you know what I mean? Not just like with YouTube and stuff. So I feel like it would be worth trying to figure that out before making any sort of like GoFundMe or something, you know, because I would feel really bad if I just like made a GoFundMe and told people, hey, donate to me, I want to go to Japan. That just doesn't make sense to me. I need to add value to other people's lives first, you know what I mean? I want to be able to somehow help other people prior to just asking for any type of favors, because I mean, if y'all watched the last video I just posted, I got really upset saying that I don't like asking for help, you know? So that's my $2 on that. Working remote for the hospital right now as a scheduler, that sounds kind of cool. You should send me some more info on that on Instagram if you think I'm capable of doing something like that. Daniel, definitely still running. Not as many races recently. What's up, Kevin? Skate to Explore. I did watch the solar eclipse last year. If you go to my Instagram, I actually have videos of it. Fez, I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. Just here for the fart jokes. All right, give me a couple minutes. I'll think of one. Thank you, Fez. I'm actually surprised how many people decided to stop by the live stream today. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I honestly just went live today because I was super lonely. I was just sitting in a parking garage because it's hot outside and I was hot in my car, and I just felt miserable because I'm not working right this second and haven't found a job yet, and so sitting in a parking garage for 12 hours straight is not fun. But I do need to go and figure out the rest of the day. Maybe I'll go run. I still need to learn Japanese. I got to do my Japanese lessons today. I'm trying to catch up on, not catch up, I'm not even rewatching. I originally got through halfway of Naruto Shippuden, and I'm starting from the very beginning. and watching all the way through. So I'm gonna go do that. Y'all want to see what it looks like over here? Make some plans to watch some anime and Discord together. That's not a bad idea. Am I not dating currently? No. Cobra Spotted Wolf, thanks for the $4. Helicopter. Did I ever tell y'all? Did I ever tell y'all about my last relationship? Someone should clip this story. I'll tell y'all one pretty epic story. Oh, I actually want to show y'all something too. My last relationship, I was living in Florida, and I met this girl in rehab. She was actually really cool. But I mean, that's already a sign that you should don't do that. What do we used to call them? We called them like rehab romances. Yeah, rehab romances. And basically you don't do that because obviously you need to be focusing on yourself and your recovery and getting clean. But I was interested in this girl, and then after rehab we were living in halfway houses and whatnot, and we kind of were interested in each other. Time went by, I went back to Texas. I was moving back and forth from Florida to Texas a lot. And eventually, she didn't talk me into it. I talked myself into moving back to Florida just for her. And so I remember, this was years ago, but I went back. Oh my God, did I really just say that? Yeah, it's been probably years since my last relationship. Mostly on purpose, just because I've been focusing on myself, and my dopamine levels from using meth for so long are so messed up that I don't even care about relationships or sex right now. I know that's super cringe of me to say, sorry, but it's the truth. But anyways, yeah, so I moved back to Florida for this chick, and we instantly just started dating and hanging out all the time and whatnot, and she's super cool. I still think she's an amazing person. And we dated for a while, and then she was like on the verge of relapsing again. You know, we were still both really early in our sobriety, and then I just felt like it wasn't the right time for us to be in a relationship, and so I ended it kind of abruptly because I'm an asshole, I guess. Well, I figured the smart idea would just separate for a while to get our own shit together. And she didn't like that. She, as soon as I broke up with her, used it as an excuse to go and use again. And so she is doing heroin, and she's like using for a week or two. And I'm like staying in contact with her because I'm still trying to be like a good person and friend to her. And then she becomes homeless because she uses too much, and something about, well, she was using all her money on drugs instead of paying rent. And then so I ended up letting her stay with me. And then if anyone's kept up with like my story, this is around the time I was living with a roommate that I didn't get along with at a duplex. It was right before I started car life. And I let her stay with me for a couple days, but she would spend all the time in the bathroom shooting up. And I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. And eventually she ended up having to leave. And then she went missing after she left the duplex I was living at. She went missing for like 2 weeks. And her sister was calling me on the phone saying, do you know anything about her? Like, have you heard from her? And I'm just like, no, haven't heard from her yet. And eventually they find her and they fly her back to up north in America where her sister is, and they basically force her to stay there and not live in Florida anymore. But anyways, that's the story of my last relationship. So Hope y'all enjoyed that. Man, that sun is bright. Let me show y'all. So like this is how I've been live this whole time. I'm actually using my phone, and then this is kind of like my IRL backpack. So this is my internet actually. So I'm using the Wi-Fi off of this to be live right now. And this is connected to my Jackery, which fits in my backpack, which is actually powering the internet right here. And this just fits in the backpack like this, and I can zip it up and take y'all wherever I need y'all to go. She was on some of your early videos, right? Maybe she was. She might have been. I don't remember. That'd be crazy, though. Maybe I need to go back and look at some of my videos. Maybe I need to delete some videos, honestly. A long series of bad decisions, yep. Thank you, Kevin. Swayze grabbing popcorn. Shippuden is great. I'm catching up on One Piece. I'm scared. I'm scared to start One Piece, man, because I know it's freaking like over 1,000 episodes, and I ain't got time for all that. I mean, Naruto's like half that, I think. It's gonna take me a while to get through Naruto. Cobras, if I didn't say thank you for the donation, I appreciate it. Edgar J, how have I been? I mean, I would just watch my last video that basically kind of sums up how I've been feeling lately. Right this second, I'm okay though. I'm gonna set y'all down so I can get ready to head out though. I've been needing to blow my nose this whole time. You don't know how good that feels. This is my favorite place in the world to do yoga and just stretch out. Everybody brings their dogs here. I get, what do they call that? When you, aromatherapy? No, it's called, what's it called? It's like with animals, and it makes you feel better when you pet them or something. What is it called? Horse therapy? No, not horse therapy. Aerobic? No, not aerobic. What the hell is that called? Something therapy. Something therapy. Huh? Thank you for a great day. What a beautiful day out here. Yes, good dog vibes. All the dogs are here. I'm gonna walk back to my car. That's what I like about Austin. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. There's always people outside like working out or actually taking care of their health or something, which is really nice. You don't really see that in Dallas. Everybody's just out in a suit and tie, or they're inside working on something. Here in Austin, everybody, it's like got their shirts off and is freaking working out or sitting out in the sun or trying to get their steps in for the day. I feel like I fit in a lot more here than I do in Dallas, even though Dallas is home. Hook 'em horns. Hell yeah, Alvin. I mean, I don't watch sports, but I do. It's funny that you say that, though. I actually have a Longhorns hat in my car I wear, but it's I just wear it to kind of support Austin, not necessarily sports. I'm not opposed to getting into it, though. I mean, I watched, been watching. Well, I haven't been watching, but I got into basketball recently, and you know, obviously, I like to try and keep up with like the scores and who's doing well and stuff. But that's the extent of my sports knowledge. Obviously, I'm a Mavs fan since my home city is Dallas. The closest thing to Austin, as far as the NBA goes, I believe is the Spurs. But I'd much rather. I mean, I was becoming a Luka fan before freaking Luka got traded to freaking Los Angeles, which was crazy. You know? Everyone was like, what a weird time for you to get into basketball when Dallas freaking decides to get rid of like their best player. And before that, I guess it was Dirk. What do they got going on over there? Are they filming something over there? Looks like kites. Or kites or something. I should just become an IRL streamer. The thing is like, well, we've got like 50 people watching the live stream right now. Every time I go live on Twitch, there's only like 2 people watching. And I'm basically doing the same thing on Twitch, except, you know, nobody. I just feel like a lot of my subscribers on YouTube don't give a crap about Twitch or don't know how to use it, aren't willing to learn how to use it. And so I feel like a lot of people have been missing out on the live streams, you know, just because they don't want to figure out how to use Twitch. But I mean, I've been on Twitch for doing that for like a while now, you know. IP2 and stream on Kick? Ew! That's disgusting. I'm not streaming on Kick. That's ridiculous. I would maybe do Twitch, YouTube, and maybe TikTok. I mean, my TikTok has over 100,000 followers on it, you know, but it's so old and stuff like that, you know, if I were to post a video on my TikTok right now, it'd maybe get like 1,000, 2,000 views. All right. I said I was gonna leave like a long time ago, but now we're back in the car. I'm sure everybody recognizes what this looks like. This is the main view that I typically have for all my videos, talking to camera. SpongeBob usually sits right there. Time for some Sandies. I don't think I've ever had Sandies. I know exactly what you're talking about. Earlier, you mentioned needing help editing videos. Have I tried hiring someone remotely from another country like the Philippines to edit? The thing with me is that I need to be able to see it like physically. I am very particular about my work, and it needs to be the way that I want it perfectly. And there's no one's going to be able to replicate my own craft by like I need to physically be able to show them things. I need to be able to scroll through the timeline, be able to be like, this is how I adjust volume, this is how I color this, this is why I would chop here and not there. This is why I'm using this song and not this song. Like I need to be able to communicate that clearly with someone, I feel like, in person. And so finding someone in person is a little bit more difficult. And on top of that, obviously I would need to be making more money to hire somebody, you know? I ain't gonna find no 13-year-old kid out there that wants to just edit for $12, you know? That's just, I don't feel like that's the reality of things. Would I consider getting a new Prius? I have a new Prius. What you talking about, Gianni? Is that how you pronounce your name? I love my Prius. Elliot, you must be tired of living in my car. Not at all. I'm completely used to it and prefer it at this point. When am I going to Japan? As soon as you give me like $1,500 or $2,000, I'm out of here. The new Prius? All right. They do look sick, okay? I need to pay off this one before I even consider getting another Prius. But I love this one. This is the best car in the world. I am so grateful to God that he provided this car for me. It's definitely a headache, and I'm suffering financially because of it, but I couldn't have asked for a better car. I'm comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's 100 degrees outside or if it's 20 degrees outside. I have climate control, and I'm comfy and I'm comfortable. And that's more than what I could ask for, so thank God for that. My editing is top tier. I mean, compared to who, though? You know what I mean? Because the people that I watch, I look at them and I'm like, my editing is ass compared to some of these other people. Any car issues since the battery thing? Elliot, you are smart. I can't believe you even remember the battery issue. No, I have not had any issues at all with it. This is like literally the best car in the world. I drive a Toyota. It's literally a Japanese car. I have Japanese everything. I mean, look at this. I got Datara right here. I've got this right here. Okawa, rice bowl, Japanese, okay? I'm trying to get as much Japanese stuff as I possibly can. Fully Japanesed out. Might as well change my nationality to Japanese. I like the way you think, Andres Hernandez. I feel that. Art is an explosion. You know, that's what I used to do when I was a kid. Like a lot of like parents and stuff put their kids through like a whole bunch of different things growing up, whether it's guitar lessons, piano lessons, stuff like that. My parents put me through just about every single sport you can think of as a kid. But I hated all of them. When they put me in baseball, I'd sit out in the outfield and just eat grass. I do the same thing for soccer. Actually, I would take the ball and score against my own team. I would score points for the other team, actually, when I played soccer. Tried tennis, didn't like that. But one thing that I did like that my parents always put me through were art lessons. And so, believe it or not, I can draw. I don't love drawing. It's just one of those things that I like I'm naturally good at, but I don't enjoy doing it. Does anyone else have like a talent like that? Maybe you're good at like clapping cheeks, but you just don't do it all the time, you know? Maybe you're good at skateboarding, but you decided not to go pro and get a tech job instead. I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone have weird talents like that? What's up, Toxie? Thanks for watching for years. Collab art piece. That could be cool. I'll draw half the piece and then I'll mail it to you and you draw the other half or something. There's a lot of people on Twitch that do that. There's a lot of people on Twitch that that just draw, you know. Daniel, you like playing chess, but you wouldn't quit your day job to pursue it? I mean, there's a couple chess streamers I watch that do really well for themselves. I'm just saying. What are their names? I forget their names. But I keep up with them. There's like probably 3 or 4 chess streamers that I keep up with. Miss the DODs? So do I. I wish they'd pay more. I mean, what a good way to go out and film the city and be able to make money at the same time. If it wasn't so shit, I'd continue to do it. You know what I mean? Mr. Cinta Photography. Yeah, it does kind of feel that way. It does feel like oftentimes a lot of us find something we're interested in and, you know, we stick with it for a couple months or a year and then we kind of move on and it's just kind of like a phase. Basketball, that was definitely a phase for me. But I mean, most of the time for me, it's like I always end up going back to it. It's like a cycle. Like I'll go a month skateboarding and then go another month without skateboarding. You know, with the whole Japanese thing, I've enjoyed that since I was a kid, but I just started taking it more seriously recently. I mean, I guess you could even say YouTube at times for me. Sometimes I'm pretty motivated about it and put out more videos than usual. And then sometimes it just feels like a headache and I don't feel like dealing with it. So I feel you. 5:37 p.m. Going through my journal that I write in, and if I read this, I'm just like, was today productive? And I just wish I was doing more. Sometimes it just feels incredibly hard to just trust God and be patient, you know what I mean? I've been really struggling with that. Even just thinking about how I'm going to spend the rest of today. I'm probably going to go and shower. I feel like I've gotten enough sun. I ran yesterday, so I probably shouldn't do that today. Go find something to eat, and then by that time, since I freaking live out of my car, that's going to take me an hour and a half to go and do all that. When, you know, other people have the luxury of actually having a place. It takes them 5-10 minutes to get home from work. They shower and they cook themselves a meal in 10 minutes, and then they're good to do whatever they want for the rest of the day. And then I get jealous of that, you know what I mean? Because it's not like that for me. It's going to take me probably 10-15 minutes to get to the gym. I'm going to have to pray that someone is not already in the showers when I get there. And then I got to pray that the water is going to be warm and not freezing cold. You know, and then it takes a second to shower, and then you leave, and then you got to drive all the way to your next destination. Well, where's the next destination? You got to go and find something to eat, and then you got to wait for it takes me 5 times longer to do something than it does for someone else that actually lives at an actual place, if that makes sense. Daniel, do it. Go to the gym. I probably need to do the same myself. John Connor and save us from the AI apocalypse. I don't even know who that is. Big lotto coming up. I hope you win millions, brother. That's a good point, Andres. That's a good point. Some people feel like me, but you know, because they're trapped in their house, you know. For me, it's just like I feel trapped in my own head. You know? I feel trapped in my own head. Alright guys, if I don't log off right now, then I'm never going to do it. I appreciate everyone who decided to watch. Please like, subscribe. I'd like to go to Japan if you want to support me by doing that. There's links in the description below of my videos if you want to donate. I hope that I've brought value to you or answered some of your questions, and I pray that everyone has a good rest of the day, a good rest of the week. Everyone's staying healthy and positive through all of these challenging times that we may be going through. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Yeah, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.